We are now 2 months away from the midterm election, and voters across the country are eager to get to the polls.
Something that's driving many voters is inflation. Fox's Madison Scarpino has more on this from Pittsburgh.
Hey, Jonathan and Rashi. Yeah, so just under 70 days away until the midterm election in November, and inflation is on the minds of many voters. And votes here in Pennsylvania are important to both parties because swing states can decide who controls the House and Senate.
How much more can we handle? I'm on Social Security. I'm on a fixed income.
Bob Hamilton is a Republican and has lived in Pennsylvania his whole life. He says inflation is out of control. The economy is always a big issue for voters, and all the more important this year as inflation hits its highest point in decades.
The prices of food and restaurants and so forth, day-to-day things. I think people are feeling that pain.
And Americans are taking that pain to the polls. A Fox News poll shows nationwide inflation is the top priority for voters. Most Americans say it's more of a problem than abortion, border security, climate change, guns, and voting rights.
It will get some people to the polls who might not otherwise have come out.
And inflation is not just an issue on the right.
I'm independent. I kind of align myself more so with Democrats, but I'm not really impressed with how expensive things are, and it's not entirely their fault, but they're the ones in charge, they get the blame.
For some, it's part of a bigger problem.
Inflation itself, I wouldn't say is driving me to the polls, but the concept of a living wage that keeps up with inflation definitely is.
While others say there needs to be a change in who controls Congress.
In order to get the inflation down, in order to get our economy to where it's not spiraling sideways up and down and the other, they're going to have to take both House and Senate, and they're going to have to roll back some of the craziness.
Latest Fox News power rankings show that Republicans are still the favorites to take control of the House, but in the Senate, it's still a toss-up. In Pittsburgh, Madison Scarpino, Fox 26 News.